Hello, good morning. My name is Gentility, and today I'll be taking you in front end development. So, in front end development, we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, but today I'll be focusing more on HTML. So, the code editor I'm using for this class is Visual Studio Code. To download this code editor, just go to Google, type Visual Studio Code and download for Windows. After installing this Visual Studio Code on your system and you open it, it's going to show you something like this. Then you have to create a folder on your system. So I will go and create a folder. You just right click, new folder, then you type web development. So after creating this folder, I'm creating this folder inside this PC videos. So once you open the folder, you are going to create another 3 folder here, which is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So after you have created this folder, you will now open your Visual Studio Code. So when you open your Visual Studio Code, you go to File, then Open Folder. So when you click on Open Folder, you have to go to the location where you created the folder. So you have to go to, because I created my own under video folder, I'll go to videos, then I'll click on the folder and select the folder. So after I select the folder, it's going to show me here if do you trust the author of the file in this folder. I will click on yes, I trust the author. Then at the left hand side here, you are seeing CSS, HTML, JavaScript. So but the first one I'm creating now is HTML. So for me to create this HTML, I will click on this drop down here, this arrow. It will show me a drop down. Then I will now come and click on this button here, which is new file. So if I click on this new file, I will type index.html and click enter. After I type index.html and click enter, it's going to show me a blank space here. So in order for me to call in HTML basic tag, I will just click on shift !tab on my keyboard. Shift !tab. Before you press exclamation mark, you have to hold shift, click exclamation mark, then just click tab. Once you click tab, it's going to show you this default HTML basic tag here. So I'm going to explain about each of these tags and their work. So we also need to install extension on your Visual Studio Code so that it will be more faster for you. So you click on extension and make sure you install live server. This is it. I've already installed it. If you just type live server, yeah, this live server by reach weekday. So you have to click on install. After installing this live server, it is going to show you something here, which is go live. The function of this live server is it can help you um, uh, to local host the HTML for you and display it on the browser instead of me going to the folder to be opening the HTML. So I can just click on go live and it will display my work on the browser. So now the doc type means signifies document type. So it tells the browser that this is HTML5. That is the function of the doc type. Then we have the HTML lang. So this will tell the browser that this web page is the language that the web page is coded with. So it's English language. Then here we have in the head section we have the metadata. So this metadata does not display on the browser. Do you understand? It does not display on the browser. It can only like this character set. This character set is you normally put it in HTML because it is a character encoding, which include the character, numeric, symbol, and it is the most recognized character set used worldwide. So that's why you have to include it. Then we have a meta viewport, uh, which this one also help in responsive web design. Then we have the title. So this is where you write the title of your website. So the website I'm creating now is my I'm just creating a simple website with HTML. I will just type my personal bio. So in the title, then this is the body. Inside the body you click on enter to have space. So in this body we have h1 to h6. So in HTML we have the opening tag and closing tag, and in VS Code normally help you to close any tag you open, it will close it. So in this we have h1 like my profile. I can just write it my profile. So this is h1. You can see the opening tag and the closing tag. So for instance, if I copy this and duplicate it, so you have from h1 to h6 in heading, h6, h2, h2, okay, h3, h4, sorry, we have h4, we have h5, we have h6. So it ends with h6, and here too. So this is heading. It starts from h1 to h6. You understand? So I can go live by clicking on, you will see go live here once you install live server. So once you just click on that go live, it will automatically display your work So I'm going to show you. So you can see that it displayed the uh, what I just type in the HTML, my profile, that is h1, my profile h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. So the heading stop at h6. So the higher you go, the smaller it becomes. You understand? So and anytime you type h, it will add space, one space at the top and one space at the bottom, so that there will be space between the heading and the paragraph, just like newspaper. When you are writing something, you put heading, you will give space before you put the paragraph. So I'm going to delete h1 to h3 and leave h1 and h2. Then here, let me go back to VS Code. So let me go back to VS Code. Let me clear h1 to h3. So next one, I'm going to add a paragraph here. So this is paragraph. This is where I will write about the body, that is the paragraph. So I can create this profile and just write my profile, a little bio, a little info about me. So this is my heading, this is my subheading. Then this will now be the body of what I want to write. So in HTML we have the opening tag and closing tag, and this opening tag, closing tag with the content is what we call HTML element. So why this tag alone is called HTML tag, but when you include tag and the content inside it, it's now called HTML element. So in the body, I'm going to write a little information about myself. I'll just type my name is Gentility. My name is Gentility. I graduated in computer science. '23. I'm the founder, Team CSU, Tech Hub. Team CSU Tech Hub. So this is my paragraph. I will close it. Okay. With a /p. So if I open it in the live server, you will see my profile, a little info about me. So a little info about me. So in the paragraph, I now explain about I just explain about myself, you understand, my profile, a little info about me. Then I now explain about myself using the paragraph. So you can see this is the H1, this is H2, that is subheading, and this is a paragraph, the body of what I want to write. You understand? So that is the work of H1 is for the heading, while the work of paragraph is for the content of what you want to write. Then we have the line break. So line break is a tag that you can use to break line. If you want your line to move to the next line, you can just put BR in the middle. So for me to do that, I will just go to my VS Code. So for instance, I will continue typing. If you want to know more about me, chat me up via my number. So I want this chat me up, if you want to know more about me, to move to the next line without being on the straight line. So I will just put BR here. Is a tag that you use to move what you are typing to the next line. So if I put BR and then run it, if I put BR and run it, do you see that it moved to the next line? But if I open my VS Code, you will see that is in the straight line, but because I put BR there, it moved it to the next line. Do you understand? Then the next one is now the image tag. So for you to add image, we have elements and we have attribute. Attribute is a more information about the tag. So we are using the image tag, which is img tag, and for you to put the img tag, you have to use an attribute, which is the source, and you also signify the size of what you are doing. So if you go to VS Code, I want to put an image here, img. So what I will just do is that I will go to that my desktop where I create folder and add picture there. So I can just come there, check for picture. So CSG Studio picture, I can just copy a picture here and put in there. So if I go to the folder, I will now go inside the HTML, paste the picture, that is DSC. If I like, I can also rename the picture so that it will be easier for me. I can like my pic. That is my picture. So if I go back to VS Code, I'm going to insert the img tag in there. That is img, then src equals to Do you understand? SRC equals to, then I'm going to type the name of this picture here inside here. That is my pics. Then after that, I'm going to also signify the width. I can make the width equals to 500 pixel. That is 500 px. Then I will now put the ALT. ALT help blind people that are using the web. It will dictate it for them and tell them this is a picture. Or if a website did not refresh very fast, it will also write that word to tell the person that there is a picture that's supposed to appear there. So you just type ALT. You click on ALT equals to, this is my profile. You will now explain about the picture. Do you understand? Then after that, you now close it with a closing bracket. So like IMG, you can see that IMG tag does not have a closing tag. It's just like this. It's an open tag. It doesn't have closing tag. You just close it. So if we go back to this and run our browser, you can see my picture here. That is my profile, a written info about me, where I explain about myself. Then you can now see my profile picture in here. So the next thing we are going to do now, this picture, I'm going to add a link. That is a button link that I can now tell the person, chat me on WhatsApp. You can chat me on WhatsApp, or you can call my phone number. So we have the anchor tag. So we have the anchor tag. So I want to add a link in this stuff. So for you to add a link, you use anchor tag. So anchor tag is what you use to add link. So I can just add a button, say you can chat me. I can just use anchor tag, a tag, href equals to. So if there is a link I want that person to click so that it will bring that person, it's either add my WhatsApp link, or my Facebook link, or my LinkedIn link in the anchor tag, so that the person can also connect with me. You understand? So I can just type for instance, if that person click on that link, it will take that person to Google. I'll just type https:// Okay, sorry, let me first of all add list.